What's up? I'm HUGZ. That's Sam. Welcome to HugSamn. Today we're getting into Death Note episode 17. Now the craziest stuff has been going on in Death Note, and it's actually become quite the action-packed thriller that normally it's not. It's normally more methodical. It's a little more slower paced. It's a thinking man's game. It's not necessarily just filled with action. We've had a lot of stuff happening. We had Nisa gave up her claim to her Death Note, okay? And then we kind of thought that Light was going to do the same because he said to Ryuk, goodbye.
Yeah.
He buries it, puts himself out there to L and says, hey, you think I'm Kira? Lock me up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this man is crazy.
And don't let me out unless you know 100% that I'm not.
And then after 2 weeks, he revoked his own access to the Death Note, and now he has no clue that he actually is Kira.
But there have been a list of murders.
There were no killings while he was in there, though, until he revoked the Death Note.
His Death Note. And then there was killings.
Of the last 2 weeks.
Of the last 2 weeks of people aired on TV. So he wouldn't know that. So I was like, I wonder if Ryuk has his back somehow. But I don't think he would. I don't think he would. Unless he's just...
But it's an exciting time to be a Death Note fan.
Yes. It is. Because there's just so much up in the air. Like... Lisa's like locked up still.
And now
his
she's
dad,
all innocent and crazy.
Oh my gosh, Light's dad is like losing his
Mr.
shit.
Yagami.
Yeah.
I even said that right before he put himself in jail. I was like, man, you know, I would think maybe he would do something to free Light, you know?
Yeah.
My biggest question going into this, I think both of our biggest question going into this, how is he going to get back to the Death Note if he has no idea of it?
Right.
My theory was that he buried something with the Death Note so he would remember to go back and dig that one thing out.
Yeah.
And as soon as he touches a Death Note, I would assume he would get all his memories back.
Right.
I don't know.
I really like that. Our cats are fighting, so sorry about that.
The first one I was like,
I really like that theory, but I'm also like wondering, like, I don't know. Actually, that doesn't make sense. Because I was thinking, like, would Ryuk, like, come back? But then Light wouldn't have done that unless... Well, yeah, but he could have, like, just dropped the Death Note again, you know, for him.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't have, like, just blindly given up his Death Note like that. You know what I mean? Like, he has to have a plan.
The other thing, too, though, is they have him locked up, and it said if he doesn't get back to the Death Note, what, like 490 days or something? It's like a year and a half.
Yeah. That
he loses... like the ability to get it, to get it back. But he relinquished it, so I don't know if that matters. I don't know, but I'm very excited. Yeah. Let's just jump into it and see what's going down.
Let's do it.
You will continue to kill criminals whose names are broadcast. Outside of that, you're free to use the Death Note however you wish.
Snap!
That's the only condition. This should help.
So Rem's helping to save Misa.
Yep.
You'll get what you want.
Who is that? Who is that? Oh my gosh!
Person of some nature, I
guess. Mr. Yagami, are you all right? There's no reason for you to keep doing this to yourself.
One way or another, when I get out of here, it will be with my son.
One way or another.
You're pretty stubborn.
Are you okay?
I feel worse for her because she seems like she's the most restricted out of everybody.
Yeah.
Expecting me to look after being tied up and questioned for this many days.
That's true.
Does she get to lay down at all?
Rizaki, you have no reason to keep Light locked up anymore. Do the right thing and let him go. Then we can get the chief out too.
Even there on that side, you know?
Even though Lisa and Light haven't had access to any of that information. We know that much already, so what are you waiting for? You're only doing this because you don't want to admit that you were wrong about Light.
Yes, I figured.
It feels that way. He just knows, like, in him that Light is Kira.
Yep.
And he's right. That's the craziest part.
Yes, I understand.
What has he got planned for this? Oh, and they won't tell us what they're talking about.
What the heck? I want to hear it.
He's got something planned. He's not going to let Light go and just... I feel like he's blowing his mind right now.
I want to know what he said.
It's weird
Is he
because
gonna
that's
see-
Light's dad and she doesn't know her own boyfriend's dad. You know what I mean?
Oh man, they're gonna make them meet that way he can see like how he reacts to her.
Lisa,
I missed you so much,
Dad, tell me, what's all this about? I was starting
He's
to
got
think
something
I'd never
crazy
get out of there.
planned. Elle's got
Feels
something
good to
crazy
finally
planned.
be cleared.
Yeah.
No. I am afraid you two are being taken to your execution. I wanted to be the one to escort you to the execution site. It was secretly built in an underground facility not far from here.
Execution? What the hell are you talking about?
Elle is convinced that you are Kira, Light. They want Kira to disappear. No trial, no publicity.
But that's completely insane.
There's
Please,
no
Dad,
way
I'm not
he's gonna
Kira.
do that.
What kind of a father are you anyway? This is your own son you're talking
Elle
about.
made this decision, not me. Elle went so far as to stake his life on this theory. If the killings don't stop, then he too will be executed.
Elle said that? What could he be thinking?
Damn,
He's
it's
making a
getting
mistake.
real.
How could Elle come to this conclusion?
No way.
This has to be like a gambit. Like it
Yeah.
can't be.
I'm going to kill you here and then kill myself.
What? What are you talking about, Dad? You can't! That's crazy!
Say that! You'd kill your only son
What?
for Elle? If you want to die so bad, why don't you kill yourself? If you do this, you're no different than Kira.
I am nothing like Kira.
Think about
This
it.
can't be
If we die
right.
Here, the truth will never be revealed. Please, Dad. you have to
No
let us see.
way.
Are you
By
kidding
the way,
me?
you will be executed.
Please stop, Dad. I'm not Kira. If I die here, Kira wins.
Oh
Can't you
my
see?
god.
Amane,
Are
I
you
want to
kidding
die with my son, but I have no reason to kill you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Light.
No.
From one murderer to another, I'll see you in hell.
No, Dad.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What the hell?
Hold on,
What
hold
the-
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
Oh
hold
my
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
That can't happen.
There's no way.
That can't happen.
There's no way. There's no way. Okay, hold on, what is this? If you have traded the
Hold on.
I'm like, I can't even read. I can't even read right now.
What
Okay.
the hell? How can a dad even point a gun at their son's head? How can that even be a thing?
Okay, if you have traded the eye power of a god of death, you will lose the eye power as well as the memory of the death note. Once you lose its ownership, at the same time, the remaining half of your life will not be restored. Which we kind of figured that would be the case. You may lend the death note to another person while maintaining its ownership, subletting it to yet another person as possible too.
No, Dad.
It's gotta be like a blank or something. It's gotta be like... It can't be real. I was like, that looked real.
It was a blank then.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. What's going on? I don't understand.
Please forgive me, you two. I know that was hard on you, but it was the only way I could get you
I
out of
can't
prison.
even.
You must understand. I only agreed to do this because I believe in your innocence, Light.
Camera.
Convincing performance. If Amane were the second Kira, who only needs to see a person's face to kill them, there is no doubt she would have killed you before you had the chance to fire your weapon. With Light in particular,
Oh my
I cannot
God.
rule out the possibility that he may have seen through our at some point. However, as we agreed, I will end their confinement immediately. You and I will be together 24/7, and that's how we'll remain until we've brought Kira to justice.
Damn. Damn.
Fine by me.
Best episode so far.
My heart
Wow.
is
Are
like
you sure this
still
is
like.
necessary, Ryuzaki?
This is as difficult for me as it is for you.
Are you on that side of the fence, Ryuzaki?
I told you. I would do this because
Misa
I
throwing
wanted
some
to.
shade.
Yes, I suppose I would be watching.
I would be watching.
Yes, I suppose I would be watching.
My face is the thought of you. Yes, I suppose I would be watching.
Yes, I suppose I would be watching.
My face is the thought of you.
Yes, I suppose I would be watching.
My
still
Listen,
have my
Lisa,
camera
that's enough.
equipment.
The
And
police have already established.
About this love at first sight. It happened in Aoyama on May 22nd, didn't it?
So what?
Why did you choose that day to go to Aoyama? And do you remember what you wore?
It's like I told you. I just happened to go there. I don't know why. I don't remember how I felt, and I don't even know what I was wearing. That'd be wonderful. I mean, I've always been grateful to Kira for punishing the men who murdered my parents. So if I found out that Light was actually Kira, that would be like a bonus for me. If anything, it would make me love him even more, even though it's like practically impossible. More
Nose.
than I already do.
It's Kira, though. You'd love him even more for that? I mean, wouldn't you be afraid? What if he tried to kill you? There can be no mistake that you are the second Kira. But you've made it so painfully obvious that I don't really want to believe it.
It's not believable because I'm not the second Kira, okay?
Mr. Matsuda will be accompanying you as your new manager, Matsui.
holy.
Quiet and the police don't know. Don't blow his cover.
This old guy's my manager? Oh, you can't be serious.
Come on, what's wrong with me, Misa? Is it the tie? Because I can give you...
Damn.
Cut it out with all this dating, kissing, and Misa talk already! This is the Kira investigation. Stop messing around!
You want me to become intimate with her to gather information about the second Kira?
Yes, I think you could do it without arousing her suspicions, and Amani would definitely be a valuable source of information for us.
As much as I want to help you, and as important as the Kira case is to me, I can't manipulate a woman's feelings like that.
He could when he
Please
was
try to
Kira.
understand.
There's something wrong with
But
him.
you did.
It's as if he's a different person.
Yeah.
23 floors above ground and 2 below. Although it's impossible to see it from the outside, there are 2...
I just got this building built. No
What?
problem.
That's amazing. To go to such lengths. Hold on a second. Where did you find the finances to
That's
build
what I'm
this
saying.
As you can see, it is my intention to solve this case no matter what it takes. That's how it is.
I'm sorry, but how is that an answer?
thing? No, he's right. The mass killings are bad enough already, but personally, I will never forgive Kira for putting my dad and I through this.
Wow.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice you missed my name.
Aww. I can't believe he just freaking had this huge building built. Like,
That's
it
what I'm
makes no
saying.
sense.
23 stories.
Well,
2
this
below
looks
ground.
like all of us.
I'm not thrilled that we have to do this every single week. This may be irrelevant, but I have to wonder
Sounds
what
like a
prompted
Death Note
Kira to start
meeting.
killing business people in addition to the usual criminals and such.
Come on now, haven't you figured this out yet, Takahashi? Despite the fact that we're all relatively young, all of us are now frontrunners to become Yotsuba's next CEO. Not to mention, our salaries have virtually eclipsed those of the other employees in the company.
One of the people in this room has to be Kira.
Select character.
So, Does anyone have a proposal? Who should we have Kira eliminate this week, gentlemen?
Human beings are truly disgusting creatures.
Damn. Alright. So, having
That was such a
Mr. Yagami
gosh.
straight blow a blank into the face of Light. Magnifique.
absolutely amazing.
Best episode of the series so far.
That is ballsy that he was able to like even put the gun to his face like that and shoot even a blank like like I wouldn't
Wow.
point a gun at a stranger.
Wow.
Like
What if Ellen really thought that Light was, well, you know, he does think
he
that Light is
does, but
scared,
like
but I'm
if
saying
he
like to
hadn't
put a
put a
bullet.
blank, yeah, like
Yeah.
that's what I was
got like
thinking.
a real bullet into the gun and
like
he just
put
went in.
like oh my gosh.
GG. No respawn.
Misa's like traumatized.
Yeah, but
She's
the
spilling
fact
way too
that
many beans.
She can't
I don't like
figure
it.
out the fact that she can't figure out the answers to his questions is not a good look.
No. Well, also, like, her hair was with the tapes. Like, they found, like, physical evidence that...
But she said it was just for the occult stuff because she doesn't remember.
I think that, like, the good part about all that was her not being able to say what she wore. Because
Yeah.
whenever he said, "What were you wearing?" I was like, "Oh snap!" If she says that she was wearing that wig and all this and that, and then they catch
That'd
her
be shady
like,
business. Why was she doing that? You know.
yeah, like why would
It would have a lot more questions and make it seem like she was a lot shadier.
yeah, but I mean, it still doesn't explain like the eyes and the power of the eyes and what they can do, because like how would she know out of that group that who Light was, that he was?
Well, and that's what he said. How did you
Kira.
know what his name was?
Exactly, but it's a good thing though that like that's still all a secret. Like nobody currently knows that stuff.
She only found out his name was Light through that, so then she should know Ryazaki's real name still. She should know Elsa's real name still, right?
I think so. So why doesn't she call him by his real name on accident? Like not.
I don't know.
Is she going to? What
maybe
if she
she'll
calls
mention.
him?
Maybe she'll mention his real name, and that's why she can't spell it. Is because she doesn't have the Shinigami eyes anymore, and she doesn't remember how it was.
Like she'll like say it, but then he'll be like, "What?" You know, and then he'll be like, "How did you know that? Why did you say that?" You know.
Exactly.
That'd be really good.
Something's got to come back to the fact that she can't spell a name.
Yeah, because they like they came so close, and she saw the name and everything. So like there has to be something with that. Like that can't just be something that has gone away.
They dropped that knowledge episodes ago about if you misspell a name 4 times or whatever.
Yeah, and I feel like they say that and it goes back to. Same thing with the whole like suicide thing was mentioned way after Naomi's death.
Yeah, and if the suicide has unintended victims or whatever, like additional victims.
Yeah, so when is that going to come into play?
I don't know. I'm still waiting for the other Shinigami that was going to come and mess with people.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with that.
I don't know either. Also, what's up with these people up in, like, are they in the tower he built?
That made it seem that way.
Yeah, but like, why would they be in where he built?
They're just business people, evil business people. But they did make it seem like they were in the basement of the place.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what it is. I don't know. Craziness is happening. Excited to get into the next one. Let us know what you thought in the comments down below. Like it if you did, sub if you don't already. We'll have more videos up for you soon. Shout out to our patrons watching the full and early reactions up on Patreon. Your support means the world to us. You do not even know. We'll have more videos up for you soon. We love you guys. Bye.